Walk and talk video. Yay! Yeah, Fred. Yeah, okay. So a Vimeo video. I guess I'll join the walk and talk group. Won't be as many of those though, as the weather turns foul and horrid. But I guess we still have the autumn. I don't care for really. But kind of picturesque. But there's no point because this is the shittier camera. Yeah, the old flip. I actually already did this video, and the entire thing failed. Yeah, because the batteries, I had the old batteries in, and so that sort of bummed me out. Because I guess they failed so drastically that it didn't even save the file. But anyway, I'm wasting time on that crap. So I made a whole long video about the fact that we are. I mean, I sort of, would like to push you a little bit on this whole anti-natalism thing, just because it's sort of this doom scenario. I sort of did have a channel with that label, but yeah, there's no. What is the plan for the human race? I mean, we can see what we are. We're right on the verge of drone warfare. I mean, we're not even going to have soldiers in harm's way. We're just going to push buttons and kill people. And we know that's coming. And wait till the enemy, gets good at it. It's how are we going to live in a world where it's going to be accessible to anybody with a little ball of hate, like me. I mean, you don't want me with, with a little bit of robotic technology. Come on, it's not going to go anywhere good. And so, I mean, the prospects, even on the local level, are going to start getting ugly. The cops are going to show up at some guy's house, and he's going to let loose some kind of horror on the whole neighborhood. So this is sort of, this whole idea for us to get to civilization, and I mean world civilization, where we manage the resources, and we don't have all this capitalism and all this exploitation, all this poverty, and all this little war and hate, and then we haven't even gotten to the subject of the racial crap. I mean, come on, this place is so cooked. But let's say we could. Let's say these little hope mongers are right, and there's some chance that we could get there. I'm still going to argue that if we get smart enough to control our bigotries, like racism and the sexism, and look at even the fights men have over women and all this statusism. Look at how the statusism controls people. I mean, that has to go too, right? Because you have to sort of control the gluttony to have a civilization. You're really pulling a lot of psychological strings to create that human race, or else you're going to have some sort of draconian law in place. So either you're going to have to start modifying human psychology dramatically, or you're going to have the people controlled. And if you have control mechanisms, they're going to be abused by all these liars and crooks and shysters and bums we end up with as leaders. Come on, I mean, the leaders of the human race are such an embarrassment. So there really isn't anything to say here, except if you could do that, if you could do all of that, come on, you've got to concede. It's a tiny step forward to just let it go. To just say, wait a minute, why are we doing all this crap anyway? What is this all for? Nobody's crying because there's no Tyrannosauruses walking the earth. They probably had a huge penis. No more huge penises and huge Tyrannosaurus vagina anymore. Oh my God. What are we, where's the tragedy? Oh, that's right, it doesn't exist. There's nothing we're doing here that hasn't been done, as a practical matter. There's no emotion that hasn't been felt a million times over. No sadness, no contemplation of beauty, no all of this crap. We've eaten it and shat it and eaten it and shat it in a zillion different ways, and it really just doesn't need to keep getting done, especially if the risk is as high as it is. And so we just concede that, and people start saying that. I think that's a much easier solution. It's just to get people in the mood to let it go, and to try to get them in the mood to conform their psychology. Do you really think the Muslims are going to give up on Mohammed? You know, they're just not. But they might give up on if there's a fair concession that it's all worth giving up. You know, let God clean it. Start over. You know, let all the sinners not be born. Or something like that. I mean, I think the majority of people right now aren't producing sustainable population, theoretically. So in a way, they've given up. They don't feel an obligation to make them. I never felt an obligation. So what is it? Just say it. Say it, stupid. Concede the point. It's really not what I want. I didn't make the video for that purpose. First video is really great. You know, that's how it always works. You know, all the lost videos, one's lost to the malfunctioning recording device. Yeah, they're all in video heaven somewhere. Okay, it's still working. Yeah, they're all so freaking great, and it's just too bad. Those we can miss. That we can lament. You know, but lamenting the non-creation of another slob to have to march his way through the gruel and the grump and the grap and the crap and the schlap and the blap and whap. Why? Why? Why endorse it? Why not say it out loud? No, it's just not worth it. Upon reflection. Upon reflection. That's all you have to say. You know, you don't even have to call yourself a past asshole. You can just say, upon reflection. It doesn't seem like a very wise thing to do. And it really doesn't. And people have to say it. And, you know, but I think that is an easier, you know, the trail, the path isn't that difficult. You know, people in the majority always think, oh, no one will ever think that that's a sensible thing to do. But yeah, as soon as that tide starts shifting, all of a sudden they'll be voting for Ronald Reagan. You know, because they are sheeple. They laugh at the sheeple, but they are sheeple. You know, and wherever the majority goes, they'll follow. Wherever status points are earned, that's where they'll sign up for it. You know, oh, is that what the smart people are doing? Oh yeah, then I agree with that. You know, it's that's what people are. Because they're not really original, most people. They really aren't. I mean, that's sort of where I fail to get it, in some respects, I guess. It's because I've always had a real appreciation for that know it for yourself kind of thing. I mean, I never called myself a skeptic, but yeah, I want to understand it. I don't want to take somebody's word for it. I'm just mistrustful, I guess, is more likely how it turned out. And I had the good fortune to have parents that, you know, lied through their teeth to me when I was a kid, constantly lying. You know, Easter Babbitts and Santa Clauses and everything's going to be just fine. And, oh, we're just going to the dentist, it's fun, or some kind of crap like that. And you're just like, oh, these people are just so full of shit. And you just can't trust anything they say. So yeah, early on, I needed to understand for myself. Somebody said, don't stick your tongue in the wall outlet. I said, no, well, I'm going to find out why that's so much trouble. And yeah, I didn't die. So they were full of shit. Yeah. They always exaggerated, that was it too. You know, yeah, I know they do it for the right reasons, but they were doing it to the wrong kid, because I hated being lied to. Hated it. So anyway, I guess this is an adequate replacement video. Not as pointed, not as specific, but it'll do. And such. Yeah, so the old camera, the old reliable original flip camera. Yep, takes a licking, keeps ticking and all that crap, unless you put crappy batteries in it. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Only one more day of swimming left. That's kind of sad. Lament, lament. Oh, it's really sad. But maybe I'll get some work done. Alright, anyway. Till next time and such. So forth and whatnot. This should make nice small file sizes. That's why I'm using it. Yeah. So, okay. Till next time.